How's it going, everybody? World Money Wins here. Welcome or welcome back. I got this from APMEX. I normally don't buy much from APMEX because they're really expensive, but they probably sent this to me because I made a couple purchases on their website, or from eBay as well. This is their holiday gift guide. I figured I'd show it. If you like this, like themed stuff, like this kind of stuff, I would probably get something like that. I would do that. I should change the name of my channel to Gram of Gold channel, because that's what I'm obsessed with for some reason. But this is a pretty sweet, they put a lot of money into this catalog, so they must be doing really well for themselves, obviously. Let me get some more light. This is, lighting is bad. I've been so busy lately. It's absolutely nuts how busy I've been. I had, emergency funds. Man, you really need to have an emergency fund. I haven't had to use mine, but I could see how that could come in handy. Had the wife was going to the doctor, knee was hurting quite a bit, so went to the doctor and they're like, hey, you know what? Your knee's really jacked up. You need a new one. And we're like, what is that? Like a brace or something? You need to put a brace on there? They're like, no, she needs a new knee. I'm like, really? Like, you give her a shot? No, we're gonna cut her knee open and take her knee out and put a metal one in. So this was pretty dramatic for her because she's got really nice legs. So she doesn't anymore. She's got a big old scar. So we got a new knee for her. So that's where my time's been going. Had to go to the hospital. They knocked her out, chopped her knee open, put a new knee in, and now she's recovering. So I have to go home every day early and then make dinner and bring her stuff. But she's like not one to lay down very often, so she'll be out raking leaves probably by the end of next week. She's so driven. It's weird. I would just be laying on the couch, whining, asking for donuts or something. I don't know. I don't eat donuts. But so we got her knee dialed in, and so I've been babysitting her. And then yesterday, my daughter, I took her to get her wisdom teeth ripped out. That was traumatic. They gave her laughing gas, and then they put her out. And then when they woke her up, oh man, you've probably seen the YouTube videos. Teenage girls, when they wake up from the laughing gas, are extremely emotional, and they say the most unusual things. So it's pretty distressing as a parent to see your child in that condition. They wake up and they're just like traumatized by nothing. They're like, she was like crying, saying, my legs were floating. It's like, what? I was floating. My legs were floating. And she's like, I don't have lips anymore. And she was crying. She's like, my lips are gone. I'm like, no, they're right there. They're right there. She's like, I don't have a chin anymore. It was like, it's like such an emergency. And that was such a pain in the butt. So got her home. The anesthesia wore off. And then I had to, I videotaped her a little bit. I'm not going to show it because it's really embarrassing. She would not be happy. But I showed her and she's like, oh my gosh, that's insane. Look at that. I bet these are expensive. I'm done with the US Mint. Man, I really dislike those people. Oh, here's the Cyber Week stuff. Every once in a while, APMEX will have a good deal, but normally not. Oh, and this bullion card, I've got one of these. Worst bank ever. It's Card Center Direct, UMB, I think. Holy cow, man, that is really crappy operation. But anyway, what I was saying is you really need to, before you start stacking this stuff, you really need to have an emergency fund for unexpected life events. Luckily, I kind of knew this was coming, so I kind of saved up money outside of my emergency fund, so I didn't have to use my emergency fund. I can't even pronounce the word anymore. So pretty much all spendable cash has gone. It's gone. I spend it all. But we're going into, in my opinion, we're going into an economic cycle that's going to be once a generational economic cycle. And I said we can't have tooth problems and knee problems in the middle of a collapse. And I think we're going to have a collapse. I mean, I totally do. I don't know when it's going to happen. Might take 6 months, could take 6 years. I don't know. But we're trying to get physically dialed in, get all put together, I guess. This thing, this thing doesn't have any pricing. Probably because, so YouTubers like me don't show this and go, wow, this 1 ounce American Silver Eagle, $400. I wish they would have put price. Well, I guess they can't put pricing in here because the spot price changes all the time. So that makes sense. It's early. I'm not thinking straight. So there you have it. So definitely get an emergency fund and then have a backup emergency fund for in case you have things like needing your teeth fixed. So you don't have to dip into it. You want to put a little bit of a barrier between you and the emergency fund. Look at this thing here. That Canada one looks really cool. I'm starting to enjoy things like this. 10 years ago, I never would have even looked at this. I would have said, this is completely stupid. But now I've been stacking so long, it's like, these are more interesting now. I probably still wouldn't buy these, but I can appreciate that they look cool. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, I'm learning how to trade options. I bought the J Bravo option trading course or whatever. I figured if this stuff's going to all fall apart, I like this, even in the assay card. I've got a tube of these, but in the assay card it looks cool. It'd be kind of cool for a little desk ornament. What is this? A NASCAR? I'm not into NASCAR. Or Pez. Yeah, so I figured if we're going into an economic collapse, I might as well learn how to trade it and make money off of it, because in collapses, people get rich. I mean, it becomes life-changing richness. And so I figured if I can make money, I could be in a position to help people instead of being, receiving welfare or standing in food lines. Maybe I could help fund the food lines. I don't know. Now that's going to be expensive. Looks like it's the Vanuatu. Yeah, Vanuatu, Year of the Dragon, gold gilded with pearl. I probably won't buy any of these, but a Fabergé egg. Is that a Fabergé egg? Number 4. How do you pronounce that? Sanka? Silent P-Y? I don't know. You tell me. Oh, that's not a Fabergé. That'd be cool to get one on Fabergé. See, stuff like this is kind of cool to give as gifts. I'm not doing gifts of U.S., United States Mint stuff. Except for the American Silver Eagles I give my kids every Christmas. I give them one every Christmas. And that looks pretty cool. Austrian Silver Secrets of Snowflake Blue Crystal. I would be tempted to get this. Right here. Just because it looks cool. I don't know what I'd do with it. I would probably just put it in a safe and it would sit there and collect dust and I'd never see it again. 10 gram Pamp Swiss silver. I would have done that with gold. Not enough cleavage there. A bangle. Walking Liberty two-tone watch. Huh. All right. Well, anyway, this is what APMEX has going on. You can pause this and check out the deals. Looks like on November 20th it starts. And I would recommend getting the mobile app for APMEX, because sometimes they have like these app-only deals, and I can't remember. I think I might have bought something from it, but they're like special little deals. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I've got to get some work done and try and get caught up. I'm running on almost no sleep, and I'm gonna do an unboxing, which actually you're probably gonna see before this, of Monument Metal stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm gonna try and make my mind work. Maybe I'll get some coffee. I don't know. Anyway, that's APMEX 2023 Holiday Gift Guide. Always look for the best deal. Compare the prices. Compare prices. Anyway, hit the subscribe if you like this kind of stuff, these squirrel moment ramblings, and I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys all have an awesome day. Later.